Next is the Exit Strategy app, and this is definitely one of my favorites. Of course, if you are following the process through the automations, a lot of this information will be filled in automatically. You won't have to fill in the address, the seller's name. All that will be automated in the workflow process. But just in case that you wanted to do a exit strategy or a deal analysis from scratch, I'm going to show you how to do exactly that. So the first thing we have is a reference field. You can pick any address that is in your current database, and this is another big reason why we use databases. Is every time that we have an action occur, it's going to log that action against this address. So I'm going to go ahead and select a test address that I have here. Then next, I'm going to move down to the purchase price. And so I've got purchase price, repair cost, ARV, and closing cost. Now, this is going to be something that is, like I said, if you're walking through the traditional workflow, you're going to have this information by gathering it from the Leads app. And the repair costs, you're going to be able to do a simple walkthrough using the Inspections app and determine a high-level repair cost. But for now, like I said, we're going to do this manually. I'm going to show you how all this works. Say we purchased this property for $200,000. And the repair costs on this are going to be roughly $30,000, and let's say the ARV is $300,000. Now we know that closing costs are going to be around $10,000. So it's that simple. If you know your business, you know these numbers are very simple. So we're going to be able to choose it's an assignment. This is basically geared towards wholesaling. Now, if you have a fix and flip business or a buy and hold business, we can add those here and add some additional calculations. This just takes into consideration the closing costs is really the difference. If it's an assignment, they are not added into the final numbers. So you can see I'm going to select assignment. I'm going to save that exit strategy. And this is where the magic happens. You can see all of these numbers have automatically populated themselves. They filled in, and now you can go to work and know exactly what your deal is going to look like. Now, as previously mentioned, this is for my wholesalers app. And one thing that I want to really drive home is this is an awesome feature. Different markets sell at different ARVs. Really competitive markets often sell in the 80-90%. And we see that all the time here in Austin, Texas. But if you're wanting to sell more around 70%, or if you have a specific buyer's pool that is looking for a specific ARV, you can use this ARV calculator. So you can see we've got some meat on the bone, and that's what MOTB means here. We've got a $70,000 delta that we're able to work with. So this is in reference to the resale. So your buyers. So what they're going to be purchasing the property from you for, this is going to be their ARV. So this is huge. You can see at 67%. If I want to sell at 80, I'm going to kick this up a notch and say, hey, I've got some room here to grow. So I'm going to kick this all the way to 50%, and let's see what happens. We're still at 78% ARV. So if my buyers are looking at 80, they're going to be happy with 78. And you can see that I got a $35,000 wholesaler's commission off of that number. So that's an awesome feature. This is usually something that takes quite a while. Experienced investors typically do this in their head, but this gives you a proven way to do it. It takes just a matter of seconds, and you can always see where you're at, always going to see where the resale ARV is going to be and the resale price now. And this is going to factor into some later automations, but once you do this, it's done. We're going to click wholesale, and that is how simple the Exit Strategy app is, and it's going to save you a ton of time in the long run.